On July 15, 2019, a Vistara Airbus A320neo departed from Mumbai for what should have been a routine flight to Delhi. On board were more than 150 passengers expecting a normal journey, but as the aircraft approached Delhi, severe weather began disrupting airport operations. What followed was a change of decisions, diversions, and deteriorating conditions that pushed the flight closer and closer to disaster. For hours, the aircraft searched for a safe place to land and fuel reserves continued to fall. Weather conditions worsened, and eventually the pilots transmitted one of the aviation's most serious distress calls, Mayday Fuel. This is the story of Vistara Flight UK944, the flight that came dangerously close to exhausting its fuel supply. Now let's come on to the first chapter of this video, the flight. Flight UK944 was a scheduled domestic service from Mumbai to Delhi. The aircraft was an Airbus A320neo, one of the newest and most fuel-efficient airliners in the world. The flight departed normally. Weather along the route appeared manageable. Nothing suggested the flight could soon face a serious emergency. Now let's come on to the second chapter of this video, trouble over Delhi. As UK944 approached Delhi, conditions became deteriorating. The thunderstorms moved into the area, strong winds and rapidly changing visibility affected arrivals. Aircraft were forced into holding pattern while waiting for safer conditions. UK944 joined the queue of aircraft circling above Delhi. Every extra minute in the air meant more fuel being consumed. Chapter 3. Missed landing. Eventually the crew attempted an approach into Delhi, however conditions were far more ideal. According to airports reports, the captain discontinued the landing and initiated a go-around. A go-around is a safe and common maneuver when pilots believe landing conditions are unsafe. The aircraft climbed away from the runway, but the fuel situation was becoming increasingly concerning. The crew now needed an alternate airport. Now, fourth chapter, Diversion to Lucknow. The pilots selected Lucknow as their alternate destination. The aircraft headed east. Normally, diversions are straightforward, but on this day, weather was causing problems across northern India. As UK944 approached Lucknow, visibility suddenly deteriorated. The crew could not land safely. The situation was becoming critical, and the second diversion now had to be considered. Chapter 5, the fuel emergency. Fuel planning in aviation includes reserves for unexpected situations. However, repeated holding patterns, a missed approach, and multiple diversions had significantly reduced those reserves. The crew considered other airports like Prayagraj and Kanpur, but every additional mile consumed precious fuel. The aircraft was now entering a genuine fuel emergency. At this stage, safety procedures required immediate priority handling from air traffic control. Chapter 6, Mayday. With fuel reserves nearing minimum levels, the pilots declared Mayday Fuel. In aviation, a fuel Mayday is one of the most serious declarations a crew can make. It means the aircraft requires immediate assistance at priority landing because any further delays could compromise safety. Controllers in Lucknow immediately prioritized the flight. All efforts focused on getting UK944 safely onto the ground as quickly as possible. Chapter 7, the landing. Fortunately, weather conditions improved enough for an approach into Lucknow. The crew quickly positioned the aircraft for landing. After hours of uncertainty, the Airbus touched down safely. Passengers finally arrived on the ground. No injuries occurred. However, reports indicated the aircraft landed with an extremely small amount of usable fuel remaining. The investigation, Chapter 8. The incident immediately attracted the attention of India's aviation regulator, the DGCA. Investigators examined fuel planning, weather information, diversion decisions, pilot actions, and airline procedures. The operating pilot was temporarily removed from flying duties while investigators reviewed the event. Chapter 9. Key questions. Several important questions emerged. Did the crew carry enough fuel? Vistara stated that the aircraft carried fuel above regulatory requirements. Did weather play a major role? Yes, severe weather around both Delhi and Lucknow was a major factor. Were the diversion decisions appropriate? This became one of the most discussed aspects of the investigation and remains a significant aviation case study. Chapter 10. Lessons for Aviation. The incident highlighted several aviation principles like weather can change rapidly, diversions consume significant fuel, alternate airport planning is critical, early decision making can prevent emergencies, a Mayday declaration is an important safety tool. Most importantly, the incident demonstrated how quickly a routine flight can become a complex emergency. Now, conclusion. Unlike many aviation stories, Vistara Flight UK944 did not end in tragedy. Every passenger survived. The aircraft landed safely, but the flight remains one of India's most notable fuel emergency incidents. It serves as a reminder that in aviation, weather, fuel management, and decision making are closely connected. On July 15, 2019, a combination of adverse weather operational challenges pushed flight UK944 to the edge. Thanks to the crew, controllers, and emergency procedures, what could have become a disaster instead became a lesson for the entire aviation industry. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel for the next videos like this. As you know that aviation week is going on from 3rd June to 10th June 2026. In this we will be making 8 different videos on the 8 different aviation topics and incidents. So don't miss, subscribe to Thicknesses and stay tuned.